So the Republican debate happened last night, and once again, Donald Trump is nowhere to be found. Where was Donald Trump? He was in the state of Florida, but not in Miami at the debate. Instead, Donald Trump was holding a rally in Hialeah, Florida. We're going to look at some of the moments from this rally. It is bizarre. It is disturbing. It is indicative of mental illness, as you will shortly see. Roseanne Barr was there. Now, when we talk about Roseanne Barr and mental illness, we're not making fun of mental illness. We're not trying to stigmatize it. We're pointing out there is so much of it, and often it is going untreated. And I am going to play a clip for you that is like nothing I have seen before. There's aggressive language here. I want to warn you. This is who introduced a former president of the United States. Prepare yourselves.
Aren't we all fed up with the deep state bull? And the bullshit. We want Trump, the Magador, to kill that goddamn bull! And the bullshit, kill that goddamn bull!
The introduction for the former president of the United States. That is what we call quintessential MAGA. That's what you just heard. And it wasn't that much less unhinged when Don Jr. took a turn at introducing his failed former president father. Listen to this.
They can loot, riot, steal, murder. But no, in the name of social justice, it's different. It's fine. You know? Yeah, I mean, the Gucci shoes that they stole, that's totally fine. It was for social justice. It's different. Just trying to figure that one out, right? I'm trying. You may do a better job of this than me, sir. But think about that. Think of the people right now in the last couple of months who've been sentenced to 20 years in jail for peacefully protesting. Meanwhile, I'm watching anti-Semites chanting for genocide at some of the finest universities. I say finest in air quotes because at this point, they're full of shit. They can do that again. No consequence, nothing. While they mortgage your family's future to the hilt. While they're getting ready to send your children, not theirs, to yet another one of their endless wars.
Again, I don't know what war he's referring to, but Don Jr. completely out of control. And then Donald Trump took the stage, soaking wet, glistening like he's been sprayed down with canola oil, just saying things that don't make any sense. In this clip, Donald Trump talks about Kim Jong-un being the leader of 1.4 billion people. Which people are those?
The press hates when I say they're smart. He said they were smart. Well, what am I supposed to say? They're stupid people? Kim Jong-un leads 1.4 billion people, and there's no doubt about who the boss is. And they want me to say he's not an intelligent man. They get very personal when I say that because they're fake news. That's why. The press.
There you go. And of course, North Korea has a population of 26 million. China does have a population of roughly 1.4 billion. I guess Trump got his authoritarians confused. Trump then continuing to talk about authoritarians, again mentioning Hungarian leader Viktor Orban, and again wrongly stating that Hungary borders Ukraine and Russia, which it does not.
I was very honored, a very great head of a country.
To be clear, it doesn't border Russia.
Viktor Orban, Hungary, very powerful. He fronts on both Russia and Ukraine, knows them both very well. He told me a lot of things, a great guy. But they asked him about...
Yeah. There is no Russia-Hungary border. It does not exist unless Trump takes a Sharpie to another map. It's just not a real thing. Trump then again insisting that it is Joe Biden who indicted him.
I did everything right and they indicted me.
Right. Listen to this.
People, we will root out the corruption, bribery, and influence selling in our nation's capital, and we will start by exposing every last crime committed by crooked Joe Biden. Because now that he indicted me, we're allowed to look at him. But he did real bad things.
Now, remember, there is still not a shred of evidence that Joe Biden had anything to do with the indictments of Trump. And after 40 years, however many years Joe Biden has been in public service, they still don't have any evidence that he committed a single crime. Lastly, Trump says it's not true that Biden's too old. Why does Trump say it? Because Trump's basically just as old. But he says Biden is incompetent, and that's the problem.
Nice. A lot of people say that, why are you running? Well, he said, I'm a younger version, and that's okay to say. But we want the older version, right? But that's okay to say. And, you know, you got to remember, Biden's not too old. That's not his problem. He's too incompetent. He's not old. So many people. I know a man that fought all his life to make money, and he became a billionaire from 80 to 90. From 80 years old to 90, he made all of his money, became a very rich man, fought his whole life, and he made all of his money. Some of the greatest leaders in history have been way over 80.
Right.
Some of the people I know, some of the smartest people, I have one of them here tonight. He's one of the most incredible businessmen in the world. And
so the point here is Trump can't say Biden's too old because Trump is essentially just as old. I think they're like 18 months difference in age or something, maybe 2 years, something like that. So Trump has to say, actually, we want old people. Old people are great, like me. But the problem is Biden is incompetent. Plays really well with this crowd. Whether it'll work with the electorate more broadly remains to be seen. Trump with a disastrous rally in front of sycophants with genuinely crazy people introducing him. That's what he chose to do rather than go to the presidential debate. I have to tell you, I don't think it makes any difference what he does. This guy's going to run away with the nomination. One of our sponsors today is Deal Dash. Deal Dash is an auction website. It's been around 14 years. You might have seen their ads on TV. Deal Dash only auctions brand new items. You can get incredible deals. A Nintendo Switch sold for $22 recently. Deal Dash auctions anything from iPads to clothing, autograph memorabilia, you name it. And here's how it works. You buy bids up front. For example, $30 for 400 bids. Every auction starts at $0. There's no minimum, and each bid increases the price by a penny. If no one bids only 10 seconds after you bid, you win the auction. I found an awesome chair on Deal Dash that's going to look great in my office. I'm bidding on it right now. It's sort of fun. If you don't win the item, you can use the Buy It Now feature to buy the item at the listed price, and you get your bids back. And you have a 90-day money-back guarantee on your first bid pack purchase. So try it out. Use my promo code PACMAN for 100 free bids with your first bid pack purchase. Or go to dealdash.com/Pacman. The link is down below.